Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Hi. I'm
Um,
okay. How are you?
Good. I'm just gonna ask you your permission before I start filming this for.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
Um,
fine.
So where am I taking you today?
I have a visit at the visitation center to see my baby.
Oh, okay. Is
Yeah.
that a positive for you?
I'm excited to see her. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's really hard though, and it sucks that I don't get to see her normally, and I have to go sit in a room with somebody else watching me.
Yeah, that'd be kind of stressful.
Mm-hmm.
So just a reminder right now, before I forget, the confidentiality. I know this is our, fifth time meeting or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to make sure you know that if there's harm to yourself, a child, or someone else, I do have to report it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, thank you. So, how old's your baby?
She just turned 10 months on the 10th.
Oh, so was that good experience when you had her?
Well, it was an unplanned pregnancy. I was with my boyfriend at the time, but as soon as he found out that I was pregnant, he left, and so I was raising her by myself for the first couple months, and then I guess I kind of went into like a downward spiral, and I started using drugs and drinking a lot, and I just didn't really care about Adeline. It just wasn't a priority, so she got taken away. I know we discussed that last week, but yeah, it just sucks a lot, actually.
So, is your ex-boyfriend in the picture at all still, or?
I haven't talked to him, and he hasn't seen the baby at all, so I don't know, I feel like it's better off that he doesn't, because he just clearly doesn't care, and he's a really heavy drinker, and he's into some pretty heavy drugs, too.
Okay. So, have you been recommended, or have you been to any AA or NA meetings?
Well, I went to a few months ago before you and I started seeing each other, but it's just not really for me. I've been clean it's been a month now that I've been clean for, so I was pretty excited about that. I just don't like the group stuff. I don't like listening to other people.
Yeah. Well, that's a big step forward that you went and you're clean now for a month.
Yeah, it's just hard. I just started my new job last week, so I try to keep myself busy, but sometimes you just feel like nothing's going in your favor.
Where are you working now?
I'm working at Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just get some benefits and good
hours.
hours.
And then if I get Adeline back, then I'd be able to live in our own place, and we'd be able to have food on the table and stuff like that, and she could go to the doctor and everything.
What's your living arrangement like now?
I live with my mom, because when Adeline got taken away, I lost my apartment because I couldn't afford it, because I was spending all my money on drugs and alcohol. So I moved in with my mom, and that's been actually a pretty good experience, because she helps me with the things I need to do and keeps me motivated, I guess. So that's kind of nice, but it is kind of stressful in the same sense.
So you'd say she is a positive relationship though?
Yep, she's pretty good. She understands for the most part what I'm going through, but she doesn't, because she never had a problem with partying and drugs and alcohol and stuff. But she had one of my siblings that was an unplanned pregnancy, so she kind of knows that whole part, because that her boyfriend at the time isn't in the one child's picture. So
well, at least she's trying to be understanding.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, it's good to have a positive relationship in your life to help you out more. Going back to Adeline, how would you say your relationship with her is positive, or is she kind of?
Well, at the beginning it was, because a new baby and it's exciting and all that stuff, but now I feel like I don't have a relationship with her. She doesn't know who I am, and since she's getting older, and living with, I guess it's her foster parents, I just am afraid that she's not going to know me and look at me as more of a friend, or just someone to play with, since she's getting older. So I don't really know what to think of that.
Yeah, that'd be a hard time. Does the foster family let you see Adeline whenever they want?
So we have set up visitations at a visitation center. So I get to see her every week. I'm allowed to see her for 2 hours. But I haven't seen her in a couple weeks because, like, with my new job starting, and the week before that I had a doctor's appointment, so I couldn't go. So they do in a sense, but they don't. Like, it's pretty strict of when I can see her and when I can't.
I see you fiddling with your ring.
Yeah.
Does that have any significant meaning for you?
My mom got it for me when, like, I think it was when I started getting, like, clean and sober and everything. And she bought it just kind of like as a symbol to recognize that, like, family is forever, and that, like, I do have a child now, so I need to, like, always put that first before anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it means a lot to me that I have, I guess, like, the positive influences in my life.
Yeah, they're really something you need to realize and look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at this visitation center, do you have, like, what do you guys do together?
So normally, like, we just play, and, like, it's just in a room, and there's usually, like, somebody else in there with me, with her, so, like, I don't really feel like I'm a mom going in there because, like, they get to do, or, like, they just sit there and watch me and, like, observe me, and I feel like any single step that I make is something wrong, and that, like, they're gonna, like, think I'm a bad mom or any of this thing. But when I went last time, they did tell me that I might benefit from, like, some parenting program or something, but I don't really know enough about it, so, like, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not.
Have you looked into it at all?
I don't know how. Like, I don't have internet or anything, so I don't know how to.
Well, if you want, our next session, we can look at it and figure out what times work. And
I just don't really want to go alone. Like, I don't want to go there looking like I'm a bad mom, but, like, I'm also only 19, so, like, I guess, like, I am a bad mom. I don't really know.
Well, you can't think of it in that sense. Like, I will go with you if you need me to, and, like, you're doing the best you can. Like, you're trying to get clean, you're going, like, got a job, you're looking forward to a house.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to think of the positives in your life, and I know it's hard to forget about the negatives, but
Yeah, well, I just feel like sometimes, like, since Adeline's 10 months old now, like, she's not a baby, and, like, yeah, she still needs me, but, like, she's starting to get a little bit mobile and, like, more active and doesn't sleep all the time. So, like, I just, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I just feel awkward, I guess. Like, I've never really been around babies, like, until I had her.
have you asked them if you could possibly see her more often? Because they would build a stronger relationship, and she'd probably recognize you more, and be more able to come to you. And
maybe I'll ask them when I go there today.
Yeah.
And then I can let you know when you pick me up. You're picking me up still, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can let you know.
Or I can even come in with you at the beginning, and we can get the questions out that you want to get out, and maybe acquiring the parenting course that you're looking into.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. It just kind of sucks going to all that stuff alone. Like, you don't really know what to do, and, like, I'm not one to talk. Like, I talk to you, but we've seen each other so often now that, like, I trust you and all that.
Yeah.
But, like, going to other things, like, if I seen someone that I knew, I'd be so embarrassed, and
Which is understandable, but,
Mm-hmm.
like, if you ever need me, I will come with you, and we can work through it together.
Okay,
so you don't have
thanks.
to be alone, or even maybe if you ask your mom, she might want to come with you, too.
Yeah, my mom's asked to go, actually, but I always tell her no. I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want to be judged that, like, I'm 19 and I have to bring my mom to stuff. Like, it's different if you come to it, and I want my mom to see Adeline, but, like, just not yet, I guess. Like, maybe if I seen her more often, then, like, because I only get 2 hours now with her a week, so, like, I don't want my mom to have to, like, budge into my time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all the time I get to see her. But, like, if we go in there and ask if we can have more time, then that'd probably be a good thing. Like, my mom could go see her then, and I could go see her.
Well, it'd be good to build a relationship with your mom and Adeline at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're pulling up here now.
Okay.
So, when do you want to reschedule? Or I guess I'm coming to pick you up.
Yeah, so I'll see you in 2 hours, I guess. So around 2:30-ish.
Okay.
And then I guess you'll come in with me and see how things go and what they say.
Okay, sounds
Alrighty.
good.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Yep.